So hello everyone, start from the today class. Today's assessment and evaluations. So firstly we will be learn the definition of assessment and evaluation with a short form. Okay, so in assessment and evaluation, what is the assessment, what is the evaluation? Okay, so assessment is nothing, we will improve the teaching learning process and by the teaching learning process and also analyze the gap of the learning. Okay, now come to the evaluation. So evaluation having the there are cover different point which I covered now. Okay, so firstly is measurement. And what is the measurement? Okay, now come to the measurement. There is the in measurement, basically it's a number based, ranking based and mark based. Okay, suppose that you guys are a school. Okay, what happened is that there is that uh, teacher mark you on the basis of your notebook, on the basis of your performance. Okay, so it will be only the number base, ranking base and mark base. Okay, and here measurement is not cover any kind of scholastic. Okay, here only covered is the scholastic. you know here ignore the scholastic and cover out to scholastic. What is the difference between the scholastic and co-scholastic? Okay, so scholastic is basically that is cover it out your school activity only. What is your performance, what is your diary performance, what is your each and everything related to only school activity. But in the case of co-holistic, there is the some extracurricular activity were also involved there. Okay, now come to the assessment. Basically what happened is the assessment, there is the improvement the teaching learning process involved by the teacher, improve the teaching learning process and also analyze the learning gap. Okay, so what is the learning gap? Okay, if I explain that learning gap is that if you guys read it the chapter, you guys are giving exam. Okay, but between the gap between the there is a different kind of fault done by the teacher, done by the student. Okay, so this is called the learning gap. Okay, now come to the there is a two types of, one is a formative and second is a summative. Okay, so what is the formative? Formative is basically during the time. Suppose that you guys are done your FA, you guys are done your essay. Okay, so there is each and every things, there is an exceptional case and each and everything there is the pros and cons. Okay, each and everything were included. So if I talk about the formative test, what is the pros, what is the cons? So during the basically formative test is what happen is that there is the test occur during the period of your class. Okay, suppose that your teacher taking your class test, your teacher taking your quiz within a 5 minute, within a 2 minute. Okay, and to improve your learning. Okay, now come to the but there is a cons and there is a pros. Each I already told that there is each and everything were included here. So but in formative case there is not any kind of chance that that teacher improve your performance. Okay, now come to the summative. No, sorry, teacher improve your performance during the formative, but while summative teacher not able to improve your performance. Okay, now come to the summative. There is no improvement. Okay, and not any kind of teacher having chance to improve your performance because it will be done at the time. Okay, so this is the difference between formative and summative. Okay, now come to the there is a ratio between formative and summative. So formative assessment is done 40 and summative assessment having taken to 60. So there is a ratio between 40 is to 60. Okay, now come to the note that there is it's a very important. Okay, if you want to note that, so you can note down. Now there is a improvisation done in formative and summative ratio is that formative is 20 and summative is 80. Okay, after that formative and summative, what happen is that if I clear with a brief way. So in summative test, what was the activity included in summative test? There is a, if you done in a state level examination, if you done is district assessment and unit term assessment, okay, standard base assessment, this all are come in summative test. Okay, now come to the formative test is that if you done unit test, if you done in quiz, observation, classwork, okay, Venn diagram, this all are come in formative test. So in the formative test, basically done during the class, you can easily keep in your mind this is a done only the class. And summative assessment, that kind of test where the not any kind of chance to improve your performance, not you have to be given any kind of options. Okay, you have to only, you have to be only result in your hand and your parents hand. Okay, now come to the there is the types of assessment. So there is the assessment of learning, assessment for learning, assessment as learning, assessment at learning, and assessment in learning. Okay, so if I describe each and every para, so assessment of learning, it will use in summative. Okay, like if you done a summative test, so this is called the assessment of learning. What is the assessment for learning? It means that is your formative test. Now come to the assessment as learning, that is the self learning occur as learning. Suppose that I also having I also carry a question with you all, so you can yeah, after that I discuss with you all. Okay, now come to the assessment at learning and assessment in learning. So what is the assessment as learning? Assessment as learning is when the learning occur with the self. Okay, and assessment at learning means when the learning occur between the two peers. Okay, and assessment in learning when assessment occur during the class. Now I just told out, I just discussed some questions. So first question is that if a child make a food and taste it out, okay, so what type of evaluation is that? For assessment, of assessment, as assessment, and it assessment. So it is the as assessment. Why it is called as assessment?